Imagine this for a second. You've gathered all your paperwork, you made it through the interview, and now you're just waiting. Every single day, you're checking the mail, refreshing your email, just crossing your fingers for that one decision that's going to determine how you feed your family this month. It's literally exhausting, right? Well, let's dive into this explainer and completely demystify the process of tracking your SNAP application in New York so you aren't just left in the dark. We are going to take all the guesswork right out of the equation.
We absolutely know that wait time anxiety can be overwhelming. I mean, you're waiting on a decision that directly impacts your household's daily survival. Where is my approval is basically the number one question asked by applicants across the entire state. And yeah, the silence from government agencies, it can be totally deafening. But here's the good news. You actually have a lot more visibility into this whole process than you might think, as long as you know exactly where to look.
First, let's do a super quick grounding. SNAP, which stands for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, is a vital lifeline. It's designed to ensure healthy food access for low-income workers, senior citizens, and folks with disabilities. If you're approved, your benefits are loaded straight onto an EBT card, which works exactly like a regular debit card at authorized grocery stores. And because this program is so essential, knowing the exact status of your application is absolutely crucial for planning out your household budget. Okay, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. Processing timelines, online portals, phone inquiries, in-person options, troubleshooting, and finally, some frequently asked questions. Let's get right to it.
Section 1. Processing timelines.
So, expectation management is key here. Notice the difference between standard and expedited processing. By federal mandate, the SNAP office has up to 30 days to act on your standard application and issue those benefits if you're eligible. Quick pro tip for you. Set a calendar reminder for day 30, the literal second you apply, so you know exactly when to follow up. But if your household meets certain emergency income thresholds, you might actually qualify for expedited service. In those emergency cases, if your identity is verified, say with a driver's license, or even just a phone call to a collateral contact, your application can actually be processed in just 7 days. That's a real game changer. Section 2, Online Portals, Comparing NYC and NYS Systems. Now, the absolutely crucial point here is that the state is divided into two totally distinct digital systems. If you live in the 5 boroughs of New York City, you've got to use the Access HRA portal. But if you live anywhere else in the state, from Buffalo to Albany to Rockland County, you're going to use the mybenefits.ny.gov portal. Don't mix these up. If you try to use one when you actually belong to the other, your information simply will not be there. Let's walk through the NYC system real quick to show you how easy this digital path can be. Checking your status online is basically a simple 3-step process. You log in, connect your specific case, and then view your dashboard. This right here is the Access HRA starting line. You can just log in if you already have an account, or you can create a brand new one if, say, you applied in person or over the phone, but now you want to track things digitally. Plus, it's available in 7 different languages, which is incredibly helpful for a lot of folks. Now, if you just made a new account, your case isn't going to be automatically linked yet. You'll hit a screen where you have to punch in your date of birth and then either your social security number or your client identification number. It's just a critical security step so the system can locate your history and securely tether your real-world application to your new digital profile. And once you're connected, boom, you'll land on your personalized dashboard. To see your real-time status, all you do is click that prominent red View My Cases button. It'll tell you if you're approved, denied, or pending, but it'll also flag if you're missing any required documents or if you have an upcoming interview appointment. You can actually view this exact same dashboard by downloading the free Access HRA mobile app on your smartphone too. Moving on to Section 3, Phone Inquiries. If the internet isn't your thing, here are the numbers you need. New York City applicants can dial the DSS-1 number directly at 718-557-1399. The automated system is up 24/7, but if you want to speak to a real live human, make sure you call between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. For folks outside the city, you're going to call the state OTDA toll-free hotline at 1-800-342-3009. They'll instantly direct you to the specific local county district handling your case. Oh, and a huge time saver, always have your social security number, date of birth, and case number ready before you pick up the phone. Section 4, In-person options.
Sometimes you just need to walk into an office and talk to someone face to face, and you always have the right to do that. In NYC, you can check your status at self-service kiosks at local SNAP centers, like the Jamaica Center over in Queens or the Williamsburg Center in Brooklyn, just by swiping your photo ID or EBT card. Upstate and in the suburbs, you can visit your county Department of Social Services directly. For instance, Erie County folks can head to the Work Center on Pearl Street in Buffalo, and Rockland residents can go right to Sanatorium Road in Pomona.
Section 5. Troubleshooting delays. Okay, let's troubleshoot. Day 30 comes and goes, nothing happens. What's going on? Well, there are two types of delays. If it's an applicant delay, meaning maybe you forgot to submit required documents like pay stubs within the time limit, your application could actually be denied. And if you submit them way past the 60-day mark, you'll have to start the whole process over. Seriously, always keep a receipt of the date you submitted documents to protect yourself. But, and this is huge, if you did everything right and the delay is the agency's fault because they're backed up, they'll send you a notice of pending. And the amazing part, when they finally do approve you, your benefits will be backdated to the exact day you first handed in your application. You literally won't lose a single dime just because they're running slow.
Now, if your delay is purely technical, like you just can't log into your account, you can shoot an email over to the technical help desk at accesssshrhelpdesk@dss.nyc.gov. But please, remember this, the IT folks running the website cannot check your actual SNAP approval status. They can only fix your password. To make sure you aren't the cause of a delay yourself, always double-check the Required Documents section on your mobile app. Make sure nothing slipped through the cracks. And hey, if you hit a massive bureaucratic wall, local community advocacy groups and legal aid societies are fantastic resources that can help intervene for you.
Finally, Section 6. Frequently asked questions. This first one comes up all the time. Applying for government aid can feel pretty intimidating, and a surprising number of people worry about being put into some sort of criminal database. So, the big question, do you need to be fingerprinted?
The answer is a definitive, absolute no. You are completely exempt from fingerprinting when applying for SNAP in New York. While some other types of public assistance might have different rules, SNAP purposely keeps this process less invasive so that families aren't scared away from getting the nutrition assistance they desperately need.
Here's another incredibly common scenario. What if you applied last year, got totally overwhelmed by all the paperwork, gave up, and officially withdrew your application? Does that count as a strike against you now that you're trying again?
Straight from the official guidelines, withdrawing a past application has zero negative impact. None. You have the total freedom to reapply as your financial circumstances change without any past penalties hanging over your head. Look, life happens, things change, and the system is built to let you start fresh with a clean slate whenever you're ready.
Wrapping up here with a quick reminder, government systems and portals are constantly evolving. Phone numbers get updated, websites get redesigned all the time. So please always verify this information with official state and city websites like otda.nyc.gov or nyc.gov/HRA, just to make sure you have the most up-to-date guidance for your family. But getting approved is really just the first hurdle. Once those benefits hit your account, do you actually know how to maximize those funds to feed your family for the entire month? Or what emergency resources exist if the money unexpectedly runs out? Because honestly, that's a whole new system you'll have to navigate next.